Gary, the Tallaght fans were treated to a goal fest tonight. How good was that?
Yeah, brilliant. I thought first 15-20 minutes it was a game. The Cork came and really kind of upset us. They pressed us really high, and it was kind of it was one that we were trying to figure out. And obviously the red card ruined the game, to be honest with you. But we weren't complaining about the game Monday as well. And look, the goal started flying in. This man beside me was on smoke, and he couldn't miss tonight.
Graham, in terms of your best nights in football, 5 goals, where does that rank?
I think obviously it ranks up there highly, but as in people think it's probably your best game because you've scored 5 goals, but you've had other games where you've come off the pitch not scoring, and then you feel like you are brilliant, But it's just one of them nights that every time you took a shot, the ball was going in. I know I hit one and hit off the defender and I went in, and that just sums up the night, But to score 5 goals in any game on a personal level, it's great, but obviously you can't do it without the team. If somebody has to lay the ball on you, and I thought everybody was brilliant tonight, and it was a perfect performance.
So let's go back to goal number 1, just after the half-hour mark. You placed with your good left foot.
Yeah, obviously I found myself in the box. I was trying to get that yard to be able to hit, and I think it goes through the defender's legs, and the keeper was a bit unsighted. But yeah, I was just trying to get a yard, and lucky enough I went in.
And the second goal, element of fortune to that one?
Yeah, I kind of turned and there was nobody there, but I kind of thought I was offside, but I just kind of toe poked it, but I just trickled in, but I looked to the side and the linesman didn't put up his flag, so I started celebrating.
Gary, Cork reduced to 10 men shortly before the break. Very bad tackle on Lee Grace.
Yeah, it was very close. It was one of the worst tackles I've ever seen, to be honest. It was absolutely horrendous. And obviously the mayhem that followed it as well, it was a big fight and a big scrap, but it was a terrible tackle, and I think a few of their lads were trying to justify it, but I was so close, and it was no doubt, it was a straight red card.
Jack Byrne gets a third goal. Graham let him have one this evening. A bit of a deflection, but a lovely move leading up to it.
Yeah, was Jack?
Yeah, it was Jack. I think it was obviously it was a lovely move. I think there was quite a few passes, and I think it went into Green laid off to him, and the keeper saves it, but there was too much power in it for him to be able to keep her out, and I went in.
Then you completed your hat-trick, placing it in the corner.
Yeah, obviously Neil put the ball in and came over everybody, and I took a touch, and it was quite a hard angle. I had people shouting at me, but I just thought if I kept it quite low, I might go through a few people's legs, but from the angle I couldn't actually see it go in the back of the net. I just seen the net ripple, and yeah, lucky enough I went in and completed the hat-trick.
And then talk us through number 4 and 5.
To be fair, I can't process all of them, but I think Dylan played me in. I don't know if that was 5, but Dylan put through one of the lads' legs, and I just found myself in and seen the keeper rushing, so I tried to hit it early, and listen, it's mad. I can't really talk about it because it hasn't really processed in my mind yet.
A couple of years ago, I interviewed you after you scored 4 goals against Derry. I told you were the first Rovers player to do that since 1992.
Yeah.
Now you've gone and got 5. You're the first Rovers player to do that since Mick Leach in 1969.
Yeah, so obviously, the 4 against Derry, I didn't think obviously that would have been the record of it, but obviously now to eclipse Derry, I wouldn't have thought I got 4 in the game. I wouldn't have thought I went on and scored 5 for Rovers in the game, but some nights it's just clicking for you as a striker and everything you hit. But as I say, the lads created so many chances tonight that I had the chances, maybe if I probably could have had more, I had more shots, but listen, you won't complain, but to walk off the pitch and score 4, it's brilliant.
And Gary, not great conditions tonight, a lot of wind and rain, but the Rovers fans really came out in their numbers for the first home game of the season.
Yeah, is what we expected. I know that during the off season we were keeping track on social media about season tickets, the sales were going, and we knew, especially after the cup final, with it being our first home game here tonight, that they were going to be there. And the way they have been, I've only been in the club since July of last year, and every home game it's always one that you always look forward to, because the fans are going to turn out, and look, they were unbelievable in them conditions again tonight, and they really do help us.
And coming off the back of a brilliant late winner in Dalymount, it's been a very good week for us.
Yeah, exactly. We just touched on that in the change room. The first 4 games that we want to have maximum points on the board for it to be, you know, a really good start. And you know, we've two huge games coming up now. You know, the Bows game is long gone in memory, and tonight, you know, it's done. We're onto Waterford on Monday with, you know, even Sunday training, and we look forward to another 2 big games.
Graham, you must be really pleased with that start as well, and you must feel we've got great momentum going into Waterford.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, Bows we get a late winner, and that shows.
Good. Stephen, 6 goals tonight. You got to be really pleased with that.
Yeah, delighted, because at times last year when we had chances to really punish teams, we didn't. But tonight we were ruthless and obviously got 6 goals.
How do you think the first half is playing out leading up to the goal? It seemed like we maybe lost a bit of momentum for 5 or 10 minutes beforehand.
No, you have to respect that teams come here again plan to win the game. They've worked all week on beating you, and when they get spells, that's normal. That's football. You have to respect that and make sure you're right. And they had 1 or 2 little spells, but we were fine. We got our rhythm again, and thankfully we managed to score.
It really was the Graham Burke show tonight.
Yeah, Graham scores goals. That's what he does. I think people tend to forget before he left here for Preston. I think he was top scorer in the league, or he wasn't far off us. So we know Graham's worth to us and his value, and he's a top player, and he scores goals.
So the first 2 in the first half. The first one, nice finish. Second one, stroke of fortune to it.
Yeah, but again, it's a good play up to, and he's in that position. He got himself in some really dangerous positions. I think in the first half he had 5 shots, and again, that's his mentality. That's the way he plays. He's thinking goals all the time. So when you play like that and you have that aggressive mentality in front of goal, sometimes you get fortunate.
Cork reduced to 10 men just before the break. Really poor tackle on Lee Grace.
Yeah, it looked like a poor one. I from where I was, I haven't seen it back, but it looked like he's lunged with 2 feet, and it's a sending off. Another
lovely move leading up to the third goal. This time, Jack Byrne.
Yeah, it was a good move. Some good play. Like I said, when we got into our rhythm, we moved them with a tempo. I thought we were very good, and then obviously Jack finishes.
And Graham Burke gets his 3rd, his 4th, and his 5th to make it 6-0. So we're flying at this stage.
Yeah, I think we had a few other chances as well that we were disappointed not to put away. But look, like I said, Graham had 5 shots in the first half, and in the second half I'm sure he had 5 or 6 as well. So. He's aggressive in his thinking in the final third. He wants to score goals, and like I said, when you're like that and you're that aggressive, things happen for you.
He just keeps smashing records at this club. I just gave him the stat. He's the first Rovers player to score 5 goals in one game since Mick Leach 51 years ago.
Right, I didn't know that, but look, he's a top player, isn't he? He's fit, he's strong, and he's in a really good place. And when he's like that, he's very hard to play against.
Joey O'Brien came into the game having dislocated his shoulder, but he did start, but then Liam Scales came on from during the game.
Yeah, Joey was excellent. He wanted to play. We just took him off half time because he was booked. That's all it was, and we felt that we had the game under control, so it was time to get him off the pitch.
Again, not great conditions at Tallaght, but the home fans really came out in their numbers tonight.
Yeah, they did. The crowd was fantastic, considering the evening it was, with the wind and the rain. They came out in the numbers, and to be fair to the players, they responded and gave them 6 goals and a really good performance.
So coming on the back of that late winner Tallaght last week, it's a brilliant start to the season.
Yeah, it's a good start. 2 games, 6 points, 2 clean sheets, and 7 goals. So we couldn't ask for much more. But we'll enjoy this tonight, but it's back to work tomorrow and get ready for what will be a tough game in Waterford on Monday.
How do you look ahead to that now at the RSC on Monday?
Yeah, we go there, and we'll obviously go there with a game plan to take home 3 points. We respect Waterford. We had to watch against Pats, and we watched the game tonight, and like I said, we'll go there fully focused on winning 3 points.
Cheers.
Cheers, thank you.